Today's video is brought to you by The Ridge. The Ridge wallet is designed to do away with the clutter of wallets from the past. Its slim design is perfect for your pocket and mine. It comes in titanium, aluminium and carbon fibre with a number of different styles and colours to choose from. I have the burnt titanium design, which I love. And in a day and age where it's cards over cash, it's super easy to snap your card in and pop your card back out. And if you need to carry cash, well, there's a handy money strap on the back. The Ridge wallet holds up to 12 cards using 2 metal plates bound together by an elastic strap and comes with a Ridge screwdriver, making it easily adjustable. The design also makes the wallet durable, which the Ridge pride themselves by, with each wallet coming with a lifetime warranty. So if you're looking for a wallet for everyday use, one that's long lasting, fits easily into your pocket and a wallet for life, the Ridge have got your back. If you want to pick up the champion of wallets, head over to ridge.com/Delzinski and then use code Delzinski to receive 10% off with free worldwide shipping. So a huge shout out to the Ridge for giving me this discount to hook you guys up and supporting my channel by sponsoring this video. It's Friday night and we're live in Greensboro, North Carolina. Welcome to SmackDown. And we are kicking off this week's episode of SmackDown with singles action, and the Miracle, Mike Kanellis, makes his way to the ring. The last time we saw Kanellis was at our first SmackDown pay-per-view, Payback, where he was involved in a street fight with the Beast, Brock Lesnar. And speaking of Lesnar, he is here. He's in the building here in Greensboro, and he will be out here later on tonight with his advocate to make a huge announcement. And in Paul Heyman's words, an announcement which will shock the world to its core. I can't wait to hear what Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar have to say as part of that huge announcement. But right now, it's an opportunity for Mike Kanellis to move past that street fight and get back to winning ways. But if Kanellis is to do so, he will have to defeat an opponent who is also looking for a win. Mustafa Ali, whose current record sits at no wins, 3 losses and no draws. Mustafa Ali will find this match just as important as Kanellis. And in the past, Mustafa Ali has put on some great matchups, but has failed to come away with the W. Can he change that tonight? Who do you think is going to win our first matchup here this evening on SmackDown? Let me know in the chat and in the comments section, as we are almost all set to go. And the referee signals for the bell, and our opening contest here on Friday Night SmackDown is underway, and it was Kanellis He got the kick in first, but Ali came back and Kanellis comes forward with the clothesline, missed it. Ducks underneath, does Ali, leapfrog over the top and takes up and down with the DDT. Spike Kanellis in quickly and a 1 count. Fast start from Mustafa Ali, who will have the speed advantage in this match. But Kanellis is no slouch, and this time Kanellis connects with a heavy clothesline. Went for that originally, didn't quite come off, but the second time was the lucky one. And headfirst into the corner goes Mustafa Ali. Kanellis roughing up Mustafa Ali, and we saw when he took on Brock Lesnar in that street fight, many people had wrote him off. I had wrote him off, and in the end it was a pretty convincing victory from Lesnar. However, we got to see a tough side of Kanellis, and I mean rightly so, after unfortunately Brock Lesnar delivered an F5 in the build to that match to the wife of Mike Kanellis, Maria. So Kanellis fought for his family, didn't quite get the win, but gained some respect from myself and the WWE Universe, as Ali picks up a 2 count. And that might just give Kanellis the confidence to move forward, even though it was a loss. It was one that made people stand up and take notice of what Kanellis can do, and a big boot by Mike Kanellis. And picks up Ali. Oh! And caught Ali flush on the jaw. Follows up with the pin. This could be all. Oh, and a 2 count. Kanellis with that strike. Nice change of manoeuvre. Had him up for the fireman's carry, then turned and caught him. And speaking of getting caught, Ali replies with a super kick, and that sends Mike Kanellis to the outside. And Kanellis, well, exchanging with the fans, and that was not the right time. Kanellis has picked up some supporters, but some still question him. Mixed reaction for Kanellis at Payback and here this evening. Referee starting the count up to 4 already. A Russian leg sweep, and this seems to be a better place for Mike Kanellis. Ali came after him and now may regret that decision as the action heads back to the ring. And Ali down to a knee, trying to catch his breath, turns around, instead gets a face full of elbow from Mike Kanellis. Here comes Kanellis, dived into the corner face first. He got a mouthful full of turnbuckle and a Hurricane Rana, and wow, Ali wants Kanellis. Kanellis rolls to the outside, well, to the ring apron, but it seems they're going to the outside once again. Sunset flip powerbomb. And here we go again. The action taking place inside and outside the ring in our opening contest here on SmackDown. Ali now perched and Kanellis trying to get a breather. Ali seems to be waiting patiently and catches Kanellis with the double axe handle. It paid off to wait. Referee up to 6. Now 7. Ali still not in the ring, but continuing with the offense. 8. And now Ali is back in. 50-50 contest so far. Kanellis has had some good moments, but so has Ali, who is now in control. Heads up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, not on 9. Kanellis pushes Ali away, Ali off the ropes, taken up and down, pancaked face first into the mat. Kanellis didn't like taking that pounding in the corner. Oh, and wow. Discus strike. Building up. More power in that arm, taking that full 360 spin. But Ali comes back again, kick to the midsection by Kanellis. Neither man having it their own way. Ali picks up Kanellis, running power bomb with the pin. Can he get Kanellis? No! Ali very close to picking up his first win, which he is so desperate for. Not yet. And where's Ali going? Looking to take a high risk. Will it pay off? Oh! Went for the guillotine leg drop. Didn't get any of it. And Kanellis, the double underhook and almost a pedigree-like maneuver. And Kanellis stealing a page from the King of Kings book, and it nearly gave him a win. Slight variation with that move that reminded me so much of the pedigree. Now using the ropes to his advantage, and we know that Kanellis isn't afraid to bend the rules and rough things up. Holding his head, Kanellis, from that onslaught in the corner from Mustafa Ali, and then a rake to the eyes, and our official needs to pay some attention here because Kanellis now widely bending the rules. Head first into the corner goes Ali. And now it's Kanellis and his turn to open up on Mustafa Ali. Still to come tonight, we've got Axel Perfect. And after his little trip to see General Manager Shane McMahon, many have been asking the question, what was that all about? We will find out here on Friday Night SmackDown as Kanellis again comes close. Our official confirms it was only 2, and the matchup will continue much to the dismay of Mike Kanellis, and he must not get complacent here. And again, Kanellis rather interested in getting the fan support, and luckily enough, he had enough time to still connect with that splash in the corner, but missed the elbow. Turns around, Ali with a roundhouse kick. The crowd here in Greensboro enjoyed that one, and Ali heads up looking to take another risk. Here he comes, missile drop kick. Now where's he going? Back to the ring apron for Ali. Kanellis crawling around trying to get his bearings. Now he's up. Here comes Ali and a second drop kick. A flurry of drop kicks from Ali, and Mike Kanellis is all over the place. How about Kanellis now? Well, this is not the norm for Kanellis, but delivers a drop kick of his own. And another 2. And Kanellis from that risk now trying to wear down Mustafa Ali. Chinlock applying that pressure, trying to drain and sap the life out of Mustafa Ali, and Ali up to a knee, now up to a standing base, and Ali breaks free of the hold and went for a forearm. Kanellis sidestepped it. Kanellis looking to exchange now with Ali. Ali, snaps the suplex, German suplex for Mustafa Ali, and that may just give flashbacks for Mike Kanellis of his match with the Beast, where the doors of Suplex City were open. And I don't think Kanellis wants to go there. Oh, super kick from Kanellis. 1, 2, What an opening contest between these two men that are so desperate for victory. Ali up, but only just. Turns around, Kanellis goes for that axe-like chop to the throat, the double-handed type, but sidesteps, and Kanellis, after a tussle, delivers the miracle cutter. 1, 2, 3, and Mike Kanellis is the one that picks up the victory. Both men fought tremendously hard. You see Mustafa Ali with that running powerbomb, the pedigree variation from Mike Kanellis, and then this, the miracle cutter. It was enough for Kanellis to pick up the win, and it is Mike Kanellis who scores the victory to open SmackDown here this evening, and it was a cracking performance. Impressive is Mike Kanellis. Poor Mustafa Ali. After Daniel Bryan attacked John Cena at Payback and a change of attitude from the Yes Man, he will now be involved in this evening's main event, where his opponent is ready, willing, and Gable. Chad Gable takes on Daniel Bryan in tonight's SmackDown main event. Welcome back to SmackDown, and we are being joined by Axel Perfect, and many have been asking the question why Axel Perfect paid a visit to General Manager Shane McMahon's office last week. Well, I guess we might just find out. Hardy sidestepped the perfect plex. Whisper in the wind. Wow. Jeff Hardy evades the perfect plex, delivers the whisper in the wind, and now a second twist of fate. Hardy goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3, and Jeff Hardy retains the United States Championship. Well, this is a very interesting development. Perfect's hand clearly on the rope, and our official not seeing it. And it appears that cost Axel Perfect the match. So the perfect record remains intact. The matchup at Payback struck off the record books, and Perfect now books himself a date with Jeff Hardy at SummerSlam for the United States Championship. I want to take a moment to thank each and every patron supporter of the channel. Your continued support means everything to us. And if you would like to join our Patreon and receive early access to episodes of Universe Mode, receive some creator support with templates that could help your own Universe Mode, then why not visit our Patreon at patreon.com/Delzinski and see what's on offer. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to SmackDown, and we are continuing this evening with tag team action and the debut of a new tag team, the Big Strong Bruisers, featuring the Bruiserweight Pete Dunne and the Big Strong Boy Tyler Bate. Both superstars coming from the UK and having both been United Kingdom champion here in WWE, are now coming together to tackle the tag team division with their sights set on the tag team champions who they face tonight. A non-title match, but a good chance for us to see how cohesive Bate and Dunne are as a tag team. Good friends these two, which usually sets up for a great pairing. The Big Strong Bruisers against the Kings of Wrestling. And we just have to wonder how seriously the Kings of Wrestling are taking the pairing of Bate and Dunne here tonight. The tag team champions, very arrogant, very cocky, but usually have a trick or two up their sleeve. Of course, Cassius Ohno, the man that retired John Cena for many months until Cena came back, made his return at WrestleMania, and Cena now in a rivalry with, unsuspectingly, Daniel Bryan of all people. Daniel Bryan, who came to the aid of John Cena at WrestleMania, has now turned his back on John Cena, and Bryan will feature in tonight's main event against Chad Gable. I'd be interested to see the attitude of Daniel Bryan if that bad attitude continues, but we've got tag team action first. Cesaro and Cassius Ohno, maybe now they can move past the John Cena days and focus on defending their tag team championship. Not on the line tonight. But if Bate and Dunne, the Big Strong Bruisers, could score an upset, it could make things very intriguing. As Bate sends Cesaro off the ropes, and Cesaro ducks underneath and comes forward and gets sent up and down, and it would be wise for Cesaro and Cassius Ohno to have not taken the Big Strong Bruisers lightly. Oh, Cesaro flips out the back and oh wow, cheap shot from Cassius Ohno, then one in quick reply from Cesaro, and that nullifies and stops Tyler Bate as Pete Dunne looks on. And a nice tag team maneuver from the tag team champions here on SmackDown, and a running senton follow-up by Cassius Ohno, the knockout artist. Head first into the corner. Don't let the size of Tyler Bate deceive you. He is as strong as they come because, of course, he's a big, strong boy. Cassius Ohno tough as old boots, and Tyler Bate might be wise not to exchange because Cassius Ohno is only one punch away from a KO. We've seen it many times in the career of Cassius Ohno, who now heads up and begins to, well, not for long, unload on Tyler Bate. Lasted a matter of seconds. Bate rise to get out the way, ducks underneath, and tried to tie up with Cassius Ohno, and Cassius Ohno quickly put the brakes on. Elbow to the arm. Oh, and a knife-edge chop that took Bate right off his feet. Both Bate and Dunne have great resumes in singles action. As a tag team, slightly untested. Cassius Ohno and Cesaro exploiting that right now, cutting off the ring. And Tyler Bate hasn't really had any opportunity to get near his tag team partner to involve Pete Dunne in the match, and it could be a case that Dunne isn't involved at all, because the Kings have cut off the ring. European uppercut, and Bate could have maybe stepped back and made the tag, but instead tries to bring the offense to Cesaro. Stiff shot from Tyler Bate. Kick reply from Cesaro. Cesaro tries to deliver but doesn't get there, and Tyler Bate double underhook takes up, and Cesaro, another great counter. What a reversal into an arm drag, and immediately Cesaro picks up Tyler Bate, and smartly, that's why they are the tag team champions, brings Tyler Bate back to the corner of the Kings. I said, would Cesaro and Cassius Ohno take the big strong boys lightly? Looks like they have well scouted this tag team and have made sure that they do indeed protect their tag team championship by making sure they win this matchup tonight. And don't give Bate and Dunne any opportunity to even poke their nose in the tag team title picture. But Tyler Bate, cradled Cesaro, and that is the opportunity. Tag is made. And here comes the Bruiserweight, the longest reigning United Kingdom champion. And Pete Dunne loves a bit of joint manipulation. Wants to dissect his opponent. And a double underhook from Pete Dunne, and successful, much better than the way Bate did it earlier. Cesaro was able to counter, but not this time, and now, slight change here. It is now the tag team champions that are being kept apart. Cesaro being cut off from KO. Bate back in, and I'm unsure if that was the right move. I mean, Pete Dunne came in, had some good offense, and then quickly tagged back out, but if they keep those quick tags going, that is going to prove troublesome for the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. And it looks like that's going to happen. Tyler Bate bringing back Cesaro again to the corner. Pete Dunne perched, and a double axe handle down on the arm. The crowd like that in Greensboro. And a stiff shot as well. And that sends Cesaro crawling to his corner, and Pete Dunne almost welcomed it. Pete Dunne maybe fancies a go at Cassius Ohno, and these two bruisers now going at it back and forth. And it's Cassius Ohno rifling Pete Dunne, and Pete Dunne replies. Boot to the midsection by Dunne. Takes up Ohno. Powerbomb. Sit down. Pin. Can he get one half of the tag champs? No. Wow. Pete Dunne puts down Cassius Ohno. And Ohno taken up. Pile driver. But Dunne was looking to capitalise on the pile driver. Cesaro was back up on the apron and gets a fistful of the Bruiserweight for his troubles. But that gives Cassius Ohno a moment, and Ohno rolls through. 1, 2. And a kick out by Pete Dunne. And Cassius Ohno follows up with that big boot. Pete Dunne might just regret turning his back on Cassius Ohno, turned his attention to Cesaro for a matter of seconds, and that gave Cassius Ohno the opening to regain control for the Kings of Wrestling. And Pete Dunne now tied up in a straitjacket, manages to break free, and no! Well, this time it's Cesaro who interferes. We saw that earlier with Tyler Bate when Cassius Ohno took a cheap shot, but this was much worse. A superplex to the outside. And now Cassius Ohno continues the offense. Another boot to the side of the head. And Pete Dunne is in a spot of bother right now. Very far away from his tag team partner. Referee up to the count of 7. And Cassius Ohno heads back into the ring. Tyler Bate desperate for the tag. Elbow to the back of the head and another big boot, which has served Cassius Ohno very well during this matchup. And now, what's he looking for here? Poised and waiting is Ohno, comes in and snaps the neck. Done, dazed, stunned, disorientated. All the things that you don't want to be when inside the ring with the Kings of Wrestling, the tag team champions. And now Cassius Ohno, could he be looking for that cyclone kick? Here he comes. Oh, sidestepped it. Did Pete Dunne, turns around, elbow to the chin, and that brings Cesaro in. But Pete Dunne with a bitter end, and I don't even know if Cesaro saw it. Oh! A huge breakdown in communication between the tag team champions, and it has caused a huge upset. Here you see how the matchup unfolded. The action took a turn to the outside. Cesaro and Cassius Ohno constantly manipulating the rules, but then this. Cesaro tried to distract the referee, or tried to get in the ring. The official stopped him, and at that point Dunne capitalised with a bitter end, and it was the end of the Kings of Wrestling. And if that was to happen with the tag titles on the line, we would crown new tag team champions. A shocking defeat for the Kings of Wrestling, and a massive win for the Big Strong Bruisers. Still to come tonight, the huge announcement as the advocate for the Beast, Paul Heyman, plans to shock the world to its core. The question is, what will that announcement be? Welcome back to SmackDown, and it is time for your main event. And okay, well, Daniel Bryan making his way to the ring. No entrance music, no trons, just nothing. And Bryan looking very displeasured by the fans here in Greensboro. Well, Bryan doesn't look impressed at all. Have to wonder what is going through the mind of Daniel Bryan. Such a change of attitude since he delivered that running knee to John Cena at WWE Payback. John Cena came to his aid, just as Bryan did at WrestleMania. But unlike when Bryan came to Cena's aid, which was welcomed with open arms, when Cena came to Bryan's aid, it was responded with a running knee. Still rather shocked at seeing Daniel Bryan, no yes chants at all echoing throughout this arena, but a strong cheer for Chad Gable. And Gable comes here tonight with not a great record, but his heart and his determination and his will to want to win surely gives him a chance in every match that he's involved in. And Chad Gable tonight wants to make a statement. He wants to bite back after 5 losses and no wins. Can Chad Gable, the seemingly underdog in this scenario, turn things around and score a victory over a very different Daniel Bryan? I'd say that happening is very slim, but Chad Gable ready, willing and able to take on Daniel Bryan in our main event, and it starts things off with Bryan taking Gable down to the mat and just throws Chad Gable across the squared circle. Both of these men very well skilled in technical wrestling, strong submission specialists. Can't forget that Chad Gable, tutored by the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle, who we all wish well, still recovering after receiving that punt from Randy Orton. And now Daniel Bryan working the arm of Chad Gable. Gable looking for a win. He's come very close in many matches, whether it be here on SmackDown or over on Dark. He's put on some great performances, but just hasn't been able to finish the match and score a win. And Bryan will be looking to exploit that. I mean, I don't really know what we're looking at here with Daniel Bryan. He's certainly not the Daniel Bryan that I know and that many of you have been fans of over the years. The Yes movement seems to be dead. But Daniel Bryan hasn't spoken since he attacked John Cena. We have no idea why Bryan is behaving in the manner that he is right now. And Chad Gable rolls through. Chad Gable with a pin, and Daniel Bryan folded up and then unfolds and comes forward with those kicks. The trademark kicks are still there. Whether the yes chants are with them, it doesn't really matter. Now Bryan working the arm of Chad Gable, keeping Gable grounded for as long as he can. And Gable looking for a way, rolls through, finds a way out, and both men back to their feet, and Gable delivers an elbow that breaks the hold of Daniel Bryan, who then snaps the arm. And Daniel Bryan has that yes lock. I mean, I don't even know if he's calling it that anymore. Maybe we go back to calling it the label lock. Pushes Chad Gable away and ties up with Gable and snaps him over, and back to the arm once again. Chad Gable rolls through for a second time. Elbow escape. Bryan didn't learn. Bryan didn't sidestep it. And now sent off the ropes is Daniel Bryan. Ducks underneath, does Chad Gable. Leapfrog over the top by Gable. And a hip toss. Nicely done. Took the momentum with him. Did Chad Gable, and a kick follow-up. And now it's Chad Gable who tries to work the arm of Daniel Bryan. Oh, and a judo throw. Gable with the pin. And a 1 count for Chad Gable. Nice bit of offense, and Gable will have to keep on Bryan, and Bryan's already up, and Bryan comes forward and tries to slap the taste out of Gable's mouth, but Chad Gable one step ahead, forced back by Daniel Bryan. Bryan tries to send him off the ropes, reversal by Chad Gable, ducks underneath, and no drop kick, but a European uppercut by Daniel Bryan. And Bryan again goes back to the arm. European uppercut, again rocks Chad Gable, went for a kick, but Daniel Bryan got caught this time, and Chad Gable now takes Bryan to the corner. An interesting contest here in our main event. It's developing nicely. Crossbody from Chad Gable. Gable follows with the elbow right between the eyes, and Gable isn't wasting any time. He knows how important this match is. And now it's Chad Gable showing his submission skills, his technical ability. Locking up the leg, and you can see that could easily damage a hamstring, but Daniel Bryan finds a way out, comes forward, and it's Daniel Bryan with a beautiful drop kick. Doesn't matter, well it does, but the attitude of Bryan hasn't seemed to affect his wrestling skills, that's for sure. The attitude sucks. We've seen that with John Cena, who last week was caught after making his return in ring, was caught with the label lock, and Daniel Bryan would not let go. We left the air with Bryan holding on to that lock, and it took quite some time for officials to part Daniel Bryan and John Cena. This man has got on the edge written all over him. He is, he's not quite with it right now, and nobody knows why. A very angry Daniel Bryan. European uppercut by Bryan. Forces back Chad Gable. Sends Gable off the ropes. And he didn't get all of it, but he got enough of it. That knee. And that just clattered Chad Gable, who hits the deck. But Gable tries to stop the lock. And 360 over the top rope goes Daniel Bryan to the outside. Chad Gable caught him off guard. And now the action spills to the outside. Gable going after Bryan. Who's going to win our main event? Let me know in the chat and in the comment section. Bryan comes forward. Snapped the arm, and the arm bouncing off the concrete. Flat fall for Chad Gable, and then head first into that barricade that keeps the fans at bay. And the fans, you can hear the boos, really letting it be known that they're not impressed with the antics of Daniel Bryan. Boos throughout Greensboro. A stomp to the arm, and Bryan has been relentless in that approach. That target, that focus, always going back to the arm. And again wrenches and snaps the arm and drives it into the canvas. The arm is not meant to bend that way, nor is the shoulder. Uppercut from Bryan. A second, and Gable manages to fight back, comes forward. Daniel Bryan rolls through. And a drop toe hold. I thought for a moment Gable was about to get back into the match, but Daniel Bryan stopped him and now turns Chad Gable around. Knee to the back, elbow to the chest. Bryan, nice combination. Bryan tries to keep the offense, but Chad Gable replies with a drop kick. Gable not out of this one yet, and now Chad Gable with the submission of his own. He's got the legs crossed over and tied up, hand on the chin and neck, tying up the body in all sorts of positions, and Daniel Bryan finds a way to escape, comes forward. And then snaps Chad Gable right on the back of his neck. Tiger suplex. Another area which Daniel Bryan excels in. Suplexes, submissions. An all-rounder is Daniel Bryan, striking too. And now he's giving us an education of those strikes, those kicks in the corner, and picks up Gable. Just dumps Gable back again, and the kicks again, repeated kicks. And Chad Gable finally pushes away Bryan, and again a drop kick. The go-to for Chad Gable to keep him in this matchup, because Bryan was relentless with those kicks in the corner. Now we're in the other corner. Chad Gable now. What a main event this has been. Very intriguing contest as Gable Heads up and the arm drag all the way down. Let's not forget that Daniel Bryan has had a history of neck injuries, and Chad Gable, this submission here certainly tests that neck. You can see the way that Bryan is folded up for the second time in this contest. It might even be the third, but Bryan again being pulled in all sorts of positions. Our official asking the question, and Bryan gets out. And Bryan holds his back as well, comes forward. Chad Gable ties up, elbow to the back of the neck of Daniel Bryan. Stiff shot to the gut of Bryan. That took his breath away. Oh, but Bryan with a kick. And oh, he snapped back. You see the way he looked like he was going to send Chad Gable off the rope, but then pulled him back and cut him down with another European uppercut. Oh! And back to the arm he goes. And that might just have been the most damaging of moves yet. Stomped on the arm when it was bent all out of shape. You have to start thinking, when Daniel Bryan is this focused at picking apart the arm of Chad Gable, how much should Chad Gable be willing to sustain? You know what they say, sometimes it's better to lose this battle, come back and fight again another day. You might not get that opportunity if Daniel Bryan does serious damage to that arm of Gable, and Gable is up his days, but here comes Bryan. Tope suicida from Daniel Bryan, and he got all of it. It's Bryan who begins to establish himself firmly in this contest now, beginning to get in the driving seat. Referee laying down the count, Bryan fully aware of the count. And now Bryan back in the ring, and Chad Gable hasn't moved a muscle. Picked up by Bryan to be brought to his feet. European uppercut, grabs the neck and snaps over Chad Gable, and Gable is out. At this point, Gable needs to find a way. Now what's Bryan thinking? Oh, Bryan missed it. Bryan went for the clothesline, maybe looking again to take the action to the outside. Well, he's on the outside now, and Gable is poised. Chad Gable, oh my goodness! Have you ever seen something like that? Chad Gable pulling out all the stops. Twisting in midair and took out Daniel Bryan. And Bryan now, the tables have been turned. Turns around, Gable. And it's Chad Gable now. And Bryan on the retreat, using the ropes to pull him up. Dazed after that move from Chad Gable, and a stun gun hung across the top rope. Gable taking a look. Gable having a think. He's bored himself this time. Will he use it wisely? Gable, the rolling back kick. One of his signature moves, and Gable. Oh, Chad Gable with the ankle lock. Well, he would have learned that from Kurt Angle, and it is perfectly positioned. Bryan needs to find a way out. He's kicking. He breaks free. Does Daniel Bryan. Oh, and he kicks him right in the back of the head. Oh, Bryan went for the stomp. Gable got out the way of it, but Gable in no condition to fight back. And Daniel Bryan. Oh, another suplex. The official better get out the way because Bryan going through the gears. And those drop kicks full of velocity. And Daniel Bryan might only just be getting started. Kicks away the leg and you can hear the crowd. There's no yes chance. Just boos for the kicks of Bryan. Oh! And Bryan wants more. Gable getting to his feet slowly, running knee. And this is becoming a formality now in our main event. Wait a minute, where's he going? What's Daniel? What? This is not a no disqualification match, and Daniel Bryan has gone for a kendo stick under the ring. Our official saying to Bryan, what are you doing? What are you thinking? You can't use that. And Bryan just staring down at Chad Gable. Our official not wanting to get involved between the two, and he strikes Chad Gable in the... No! The lapel lock with the kendo stick. What are you thinking? Our official saying let it go. The match, well, Daniel Bryan shockingly has been disqualified, so it's a win for Gable. But he won't feel like a winner at the moment because he will not be released from the lapel lock. The kendo stick grinding into the face of Chad Gable, and our official cannot get Bryan off, and at last Bryan relinquishes the hold. Did he even care about the win? This is not a Daniel Bryan that is prideful. This is not a Daniel Bryan of the people. This is a Daniel Bryan that is on the edge and is all about himself. Look at him. Time for some questions. Make sure you leave your responses in the comments below. Can Jeff Hardy beat Axel Perfect at SummerSlam? What do you think of the Big Strong Bruisers as a tag team? And what are your thoughts on the new look and attitude of Daniel Bryan? Be sure to leave your responses in the comments below, and I look forward to reading them. Welcome back. And we are being joined by the former WWE Champion, the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar, and his advocate, Paul Heyman. And it is time to find out what this huge announcement is that Paul Heyman has been talking about now for over a couple of weeks. Heyman has made it clear that this will be an earth-shattering announcement that will shock the world to its core. So what could it be? Lesnar has had such a career. I cannot wait to hear what this announcement is. Maybe it relates to Samoa Joe, who I'm sure is watching. Let's not forget that Joe and Lesnar have a rivalry currently, and of course it was Lesnar who came to SmackDown to hunt down the Destroyer after Samoa Joe was drafted to SmackDown. Wherever Joe goes, so does Brock Lesnar. Does that have any relation to this huge announcement tonight? We are about to find out. Curiosity here in Greensboro. What could it be? Over to the advocate, Paul Heyman. Oh my god, a fight between Mike Tyson and Brock Lesnar?